What happens when someone believes in you? When someone recognizes your potential, helps you find your passion, and urges you forward. Momentum begins. Curiosity grows. Confidence gets a foothold. And eventually, you become unstoppable, pushing boundaries, opening minds, expanding worlds. Here, you breathe in a warm environment full of places and ideas to explore. You embrace your individuality and discover your true purpose. Your views are broadened. You're empowered to succeed. You are transformed, and then you transform the world. Community, possibility, change. Salisbury University opens doors to personal growth, dream careers, and new horizons. Take yesterday's experiences and today's opportunities to shape the future. Spark change. Make waves. Move boldly forward. Make tomorrow yours.
Seagull Stadium in Salisbury, Maryland. Welcome to today's presentation of Salisbury University Men's Lacrosse. Today, the Seagulls welcome in the Mustangs of Stevenson University, and we've got all the action for you right here on the Seagull Sports Network. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeremy Carr, along with me, my friend Nicole Miller. Nicole, should be a good one here today. We've seen two teams coming off some big performances, some huge performances for each of these teams. Salisbury, a big win against Geneseo that you were there for. It should be a pretty interesting one to watch today.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see. They had a great game against Geneseo, so I'm really excited to see what they can do against the Mustangs.
You said a great game against Geneseo, indeed, an 8-goal run spanning 14 minutes. Final score that day was 16-6 in favor of the hometown Seagulls. Bryce Bromwell had a huge game, 4 points on 3 goals, plus 1 assist in the win, so definitely a player to keep an eye on. Not our player to watch. We'll touch on that more in a minute. Recapping the Mustangs, they're coming off of the Mustang Classic, the big Division III lacrosse tournament that they host annually. They got one big win there in their 2 games played.
Yeah, they were 1-1 at the Classic. They beat number 8 ranked Washington Lee, a huge win, 10-9.
Yeah, and they also lost to Lynchburg, but that was the game before, so they came out on the high note, so to speak.
High note.
And that was just one of many exciting games in that tournament. We also saw St. Lawrence OT wins versus ranked teams in York and CNU. St. Lawrence, the alma mater of one Jim Berkman, head coach here in Seagull Land, and also, this was the really big game, RIT defeating Tufts 16-11. RIT really led wire to wire, which is not a lot of people expecting that. Tufts, the number 2 ranked team in the nation coming into that game, so it was an exciting tournament all around. But Stevenson, as we said, finished 1-1, and now they come in for their 5th consecutive ranked opponent here in Salisbury. Now let's take a look at some of our players to watch for this game. For the Seagulls, no surprise, it is the grad student, number 56, Jude Brown. He has been on a tear of late. He has been putting up some monstrous numbers, started all 7 games, 13 goals, 21 assists, 34 points.
Yeah, he's had a great season so far. And for the Mustangs, we have number 28, Max Rasich. He has also started all 7 games that they have played. He has 18 goals on the season, 25 points, and he lodged a hat trick versus Lynchburg during that Mustang Classic.
So he's been playing very, very well. As you can read some of his stats there, that hat trick, as you said, in the Mustang Classic, definitely 2 players that we're going to have to keep an eye on, 2 players we're going to be mentioning a lot here. And we'll touch on the goalies and the Fogos more in a bit, but that's coming up after a break, and then around that time, we're going to have player intros in the national anthem, but that's coming up after this break here on the Seagull Sports Network.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community,
but we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Pepsi Bottling Ventures, Providence State Bank, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, the Irish Penny Pub and Grill, University Park Apartments, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Pohanka of Salisbury, Whitten Retirement Solutions, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, Harry's Bar, Nautilus Solar, and Hoppers. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagulls Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls.
Welcome back, everyone, to Seagull Stadium after the break. We are just a couple minutes away now from player introductions and the national anthem. That's coming up. We talked a bit about these two teams' performance, Nicole, coming into today. Salisbury 7-0. They've had some big, impressive wins against ranked opponents, Gettysburg and Lynchburg among them, coupled with some blowouts. We talked about that one against Geneseo, plus a 29-6 win over Berry to open the year. As such, the defending champs, undefeated, ranked number 1. Stevenson, been more of an up-and-down year for them. We've talked about their last two games in the Mustang Classic. This game today will be their 5th consecutive game against a ranked opponent. They've played Gettysburg, Dickinson, Lynchburg, and Washington and Lee, and now Salisbury makes 5. They come in sitting at 3-4, looking to get back to 500 here today. Probably their toughest challenge yet.
Yeah, they definitely came back on a high note. They were on a 3-game losing streak, and winning against number 8 Washington and Lee during the Classic really helped them. So hopefully, they can put up a fight today against number 1 ranked Seagulls.
Neither of these teams have opened conference play yet. Mustangs last season, they finished 11-9 and lost in the MAC Commonwealth Tournament. It's been now 3 years since they made an appearance in the NCAA tournament, last one coming in 2021. It's been a few years since they won the MAC Commonwealth as well. You have to go back to 2019 for their last conference title. But that used to be a conference that they pretty much dominated. For the better part of the 2010s, they, of course, captured the NCAA championship in 2013. Salisbury, CLC's been mostly there since its creation, and, of course, you already know about the extended run of postseason success and the 13 titles since Jim Berkman took over in 1989. And players lining up now, so we'll send you over to our PA announcer for player intros and the national anthem and all that good pregame festivities, and then we will get underway.
NCAA Division III men's lacrosse action between the visiting Mustangs of Stevenson University and your 13-time national champion and top-ranked Seagulls of Salisbury University. At this time, we ask you to please rise, and for gentlemen to remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Stevenson Mustangs. A junior from Salisbury, Maryland, number 6, Jared Monar. A senior from Summit, New Jersey, number 14, Ryan Quinn. A freshman from Newport Beach, California, number 25, Gavin Gosson. A junior from Skip-Pack, Pennsylvania, number 26, Jack Scalidi. A junior from Maple Grove, Minnesota, number 27, Grant Zick. A sophomore from Chatham, New Jersey, number 28, Max Rasich. A graduate student from Whittier, California, number 36, Jack Seals. A graduate student from Glendale, Maryland, number 40, Nicholas Mulvey. A junior from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, number 46, Graham McCroy. And in goal, a graduate student from Bridgewater, New Jersey, number 16, Justin Scorisi. The assistant coaches for Stevenson are Tim Pulse, Dom DeFazio, Parker Bratton, Louis Ananya, Cam Leydig, Tyler Steinberg, Justin Buonomo, Tano Arrogancia, and Chaz Collison. The head coach of the Mustangs, now in his 20th season, is Paul Cantabene. And now, let's meet and greet your Salisbury Seagulls. On attack, a sophomore from Darien, Connecticut, number 0, Riley Cruz. A senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania, number 36, Joe Carosa. A graduate student from Towson, Maryland, number 56, Jude Brown. At midfield, a graduate student from Hebron, Maryland, number 26, Brayden Glashako. A sophomore from Annapolis, Maryland, number 45, Blake Malamfi. A sophomore from Darien, Connecticut, number 55, Jeremiah Stafford. On defense, a senior from Mountain Lakes, New Jersey, number 17, John DeFazio. A sophomore from Severna Park, Maryland, number 50, Bryce Stevenson. A graduate student from Millersville, Maryland, number 99, Reagan McNamara. And in the cage, a junior from Prince Frederick, Maryland, number 51, Nicholas Ransom. The assistant coaches for Salisbury are Justin Axel, Chandler Dabbs, Nick Garbarino, Jamie Block, and Drew Borkowitz. The head coach of the Seagulls, now in his 36th season, Jim Berkman.
And following player introductions, we will see captains meeting at midfield, and then that will be followed by the start of game face-off. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at what the primary face-off matchup is going to be. At the exit will be number 45, Blake Malamfi. He's been a regular there for the Seagulls in 7 games. He's got 93 of 145 so far in attempts. That's good for a 64.1% success rate and 55 ground balls. In the goal, he'll be facing off against number 20, Connor Halpin.
Yeah, he's played the same amount of games as him. He's 92 for 161, average of 57.1, and he has about 59 ground balls.
Trying to get another one here, and Stevenson will start with possession, and they'll take it down towards Ransom. Right away, quick shot and a score. What a start for the Mustangs. It took just 15 seconds to get on the board.
Yeah, that was a great pass.
Definitely a defensive lapse from Salisbury. He was wide open. Jared Monar was right in front of Ransom, who was left on an island. So restart 15 seconds later. Malamfi and Halpin once again.
Let's see if Salisbury can come back from that quick turnaround goal.
Well, they'll have possession here as a push was called on Halpin. So we will see the Seagull offense now for the first time, working from a place that they haven't really seen much of this year, from behind. This is Bromwell. He had that big game against Geneseo, hat trick day for Bryce Bromwell. He'll take it down and pass to Brown, working from his spot at X. He outlets back on the other side to Luke Nestor, who reverses direction a couple times, now gives to Jack Dowd. He dropped it, and it's taken away. Turnover on the first possession for the Seagulls. Mustangs going end to end, looking to get another quick shot here, but now they'll slow things down, and ball put on the ground once again. Now with it is Racich. He's directing traffic and then relays back to Scalidi. Max Racich on the year, 18 goals coming into today. So he's been on a tear, as you said, just 7 games. So about a hair under 3 a game. Right now this is Grant Zick. Pitch and catch with Graham McCroy. Seagull long poles trying to keep the deficit at 1. Ball jarred out, rolling towards the sideline. Not going to get there. Grant Zick scoops up the ground ball and passes to X. This is Monar. Defended by Bryce Stevenson. Whips one right in front of Ransom, but it went left to right and out of bounds. Shot wide right. It'll stay with the Mustangs. Just 16 seconds to work with here. And as we said, Stevenson already 2 quick shots on goal. As play resumes once again, this is Zick. Marching in, shooting. Ransom deflected it up in the air and then snagged it. Nick Ransom, a big save in the outlet.
Yeah, definitely a better defensive possession there by the Seagulls.
Seagull long poles helped by the reinforcements of Stevenson and McNamara. Drew Brown tried to dump this into Joe Carrozza, but it was taken away by a Mustang long pole. Now another long pass that Jack Dowd winds up with. Teams exchanging turnovers there within seconds.
May need to slow the ball down a little bit. Get something going.
Well, Salisbury will do just that, it looks like, as Bryce Bromwell comes back on. Again, Salisbury still looking for their first shot of the day. Dowd with a head start, passes to Brown, who in turn gives to Nestor. Nestor faked, now on the ground again. Thinks Salisbury was able to maintain possession, and Jack Dowd did just that through the hit. It's going to roll close to the midfield line, but Bromwell will run it down. 3 minutes exactly gone in this game.
That was a nice ground ball by Dowd to keep that possession alive.
Better save that time from Scarisi, who sees action for the first time and is up to the task. Mustangs take possession back. Going parallel to the midfield line right now is Andrew Searing. He then reverses to Stephen Rink. Rink, a transfer from Siena, had his first goal as a Mustang against Washington and Lee. But with it now is Hunter Bryant. He has started 5 out of 7 games thus far in a tough ask as he's working against Glushko. Tried to bounce one, but Ransom got down low and saved it. Stayed in play. Mustangs are in trouble. Another ground ball that winds up this time with Glushko.
Another great defensive possession by the Seagulls. Trying to get it back, hoping to go offensive end and score.
DeFazio with the bounce pass, and the Seagulls clear. But another errant pass that Brown can't get to. These teams having trouble with ball control early. But the Mustangs have been slightly better in that regard. Now it is whipped around to Gavin Gosson, who in turn gives to Scalidi. Scalidi himself, 5 goals on the year to go along with 4 assists. Now working against Stafford, one of the Seagull long poles. Glushko switches on to him. Pass looking for Hunter Bryant at X, just couldn't handle it. Sailed over his head and out of bounds. Seagull possession. Seagulls get it into the offensive end. This is Brown. Or Carrozza, excuse me. Over to Charlie White. Trying to get some speed. Being defended by Creer. White will head back on the other side of the restraining line. Get a running start. Nothing there defensively. Greer was right on him. White another move. Now down to Brown at X. He's got his defender hung up a little bit. Now whips in front to Carosa, who fanned on it. Back out to Brown. Seagulls start fresh. 29 seconds to work with. Strub runs over his man right at the restraining line. Can he capitalize on it? No, the defense recovers. And he outlets to White, who now winds up and shoots, and a save by Scorisi. Great effort from Riley Strub, but better work from the goalie, Justin Scorisi. Scorisi was All-MAC Commonwealth last year, second team. He started all 19 games in the cage. Just a hair under 50% save percentage. So far, he's got 2 quick ones here. And we'll have a quick timeout, usually, and it's called by Stevenson. So 8:41 remaining. They hold on to a 1-0 lead. Paul Cantabini wants to talk things over, so we'll take a break right here with them. 1-0 Stevenson.
Salisbury University's graduate programs are highly ranked and designed to educate and empower you to take your career to the next level. With master's, doctoral, and certificate programs to choose from, you'll be in high demand. Our faculty are dedicated to your success. Conduct research, enhance your knowledge, and become a leader in your field. Many programs have online options, providing quality education with flexibility and support. Learn more about opportunities to make tomorrow yours. Apply now at salisbury.edu.
Salisbury University thanks some of its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Hopper's Tap House, University Park, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, Island Creamery, the Irish Penny Pub and Grill, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Rise Up Coffee Roasters, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, Harry's Bar, M&T Bank, Specific Gravity Pizzeria, and Beer Joints. So out of the Stevenson timeout, 8:41 remaining in the first. Each of these teams an identical shot total, 3 apiece. Stevenson, however, has been able to get one past Nick Ransom. Seagulls not the same luck working against Justin Scorisi. Jeremy Carr here with Nicole Miller at Seagull Stadium on this cold, overcast Friday afternoon into the evening. Salisbury looking to advance to 8-0 on the year, but Stevenson has started off strong, and they're back on offense now out of the timeout. Racich and the Mustangs moving it around the horn. Now Racich gets it back. Pass was behind him. But there to pick up the loose change was Gavin Gosson. Still looking for somewhere to go, but tightly defended by the Seagull long pole. Now Racich tried to get, this is going to be a flag for a push from behind, I believe. And that's exactly what the call is going to be. So it'll stay with the Mustangs. Salisbury gets hit with the push.
Yeah, that was a tough call.
Racich went down right away from behind as he was right in front of Ransom, close to his crease. Here's Gosson. Looking for somewhere to go, nothing working there. He'll be forced back by Bryce Stevenson. Now it's moved over in the direction of Alex St. John. Bryant, heavy contact, maintains the ball, tries to get it past Huffman and Ransom, crease violation, Salisbury ball. Huffman held strong, as did Nick Ransom. Seagulls start with a fresh 80.
That was a great defensive possession by the Seagulls.
Certainly was. They were also helped by the crease violation, so a little bit of luck combined with great long pole work. We've seen that a lot from them this year. But it's taken away from behind again. Is Bromwell going to be able to get to it? He is not. Ball control continuing to be an issue for Jim Berkman's team. And usually that's one of their strong points, is not turning the ball over or not giving up unforced turnovers. We've seen several errant passes here today.
Yeah, the Seagulls just got to find a way to, keep that ball in the stick.
We'll see if they can. The long poles in the defense have been getting a lot of work early. DeFazio, one of them. Nice move. Great defensive work by John DeFazio to knock it out, and here's Brown. John DeFazio, the team leader in both ground balls and caused turnovers. There you see why. Usually the long pole that Jim Berkman sends at the opponent's best offensive player. Another veteran on this team who's part of that title run last year, making his impact felt. Bromwell inside, Carrozza whips it, got hit as he shot, and it went wide. They'll stay with the Seagulls as Brown goes to X, being defended by Mulvey. Bromwell fills in at his spot, trying to get Rink hung up. Out towards goal line, extended, he'll shoot it himself and score. Bryce Bromwell had a hat trick against Geneseo, and he's got the first goal for the Seagulls here against Stevenson today. 1-1, 5:33 to go.
That was just a great shot by Bromwell. He didn't see anybody when he was cutting, and he just decided to take it for himself and got the goal.
Yeah, you see him there coming around just past goal line, extended. Right-hand shot from Bromwell finds Twine. Bromwell's up to 16 goals in the year, 25 points. And it's 1-1 as Malamphy and Halpin return to the circle. The referee's telling the Stevenson sideline to back up a little bit. Salisbury sideline getting the same instructions from their coaches. So after a bit of a delay, play will resume once again. Halpin almost had the ground ball but fell down, and winding up with it for Salisbury is Jerry Stafford, who makes a nice pass to Makawa. Seagulls go back on offense. Bromwell passed the restraining line. He had one a moment ago. Can he get two right here? No, he'll pass right in front. Beautifully done. He found Riley Strube that time. Textbook passing, and the Seagulls lead. Bryce Bromwell, a goal and an assist early.
That was just a great pass, great look. Defender was coming up on him, and he gave it to the open man.
In that case, it was Riley Strube, who now has 20 goals on the year. That's more than any other Seagull player. So Riley Strube continues his goal-scoring tear, and with 5:03 to go, Salisbury back in their more familiar position with a lead. However, picking up the ground ball that time is the long pole, Ryan Quinn. Stevenson looking to knot it up. It'll be Grant Zick. We mentioned All-MAC Commonwealth honorable mention last year. Passes to Scalidi. And back outside to Hunter Bryant. Against Catholic back in February, Hunter Bryant had 4 points, so looking to recreate some of that productivity here. But right now the Mustangs are just going to move it around the horn and get their play set up. With Gosson being defended by Quentin Young. Ball on the ground. McNamara trying to get to it, close to the sideline, out of bounds. It'll be Mustang possession. They have 38 to work with. Zick with DeFazio on him at X. He'll whirl around and shoot one. Ransom made the save. Close call that time. It looked like it had a chance, but Nick Ransom gets down low and keeps it out. 20 seconds now on the timer for the Mustangs. Back to Zick at X. DeFazio on him once again. Makes his move, goes to goal line extended. DeFazio holds tough. 10 seconds. Now down to 8. Zick's got to move fast. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Makes the outlet pass. Weak shot, Ransom an easy save. The Seagull defense forces the Mustangs to use up almost all of their shot clock there and get a weak shot on Nick Ransom. Salisbury quickly clears with Little resistance from the Mustangs, so here's Dowd. 3:15 now to go in the first. Bromwell has been part of both Seagull goals early. Spin move and a dump backwards to Dowd, who in turn gives to Luke Nestor. Nestor down low, Brown from his office, looking for somewhere to go. Make a move past Mulvey. Vanderkloot switches onto him. Brown nothing going, gives to Dowd. Moved around the horn to Strube and back outside. 19 seconds for the Seagulls to work with. Bromwell back outside Dowd. He'll shoot one, that misses wide. Quentin Young was there. Or that was Nestor, excuse me. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Got to get a shot off, and they do, but it doesn't hit anything, so the game or the shot clock's going to continue to run. Now just 4 seconds for the Seagulls to work with. Nestor is going to have to start outside, and Salisbury is likely to just take this, and they do. Nestor lobs it into space, and the Mustang defense responds by forcing the Seagulls to use up all of their 80. Goalie Scarisi is out just past the restraining line. Not getting any pressure, so he continues to advance forward before dumping it over to Ed Masterton. Now move back to Monar. Bryce Stevenson right with him. Successful Mustang clear. Now slowing it down towards the Seagull sideline is Andrew Searing before going back to Stephen Rink. Quickly, the Mustangs have used up 40 seconds. Going to X is McCroy. He is being defended by Brady Mancha. Now gets a shot on Ransom, and he scores. Flag flies, though. They say a goal is good. So, it will stand at 2-2. Flags on Salisbury. And with just over a minute remaining in the first, this thing is tied once again.
Mustang goal. Scored by number 46, Graham McCrory.
Graham McCroy that time. Just his second goal of the year. McCroy out of Ontario, Canada. Ties this thing up at 2. But Stevenson, however, is called for the slash, and that's going to be the full penalty, even though McCroy scored the goal. So Salisbury, who has been successful, man down. Malamphy trying to add to that here, and he does! Was he in, or was he out of the crease? Yes, says the referee. Blake Malamphy, despite his team being a man down, right off the faceoff, takes it all the way home.
That was just a great turnaround by Salisbury after getting that flag, man down, but Malamphy really just, took that one for himself and connected. Way to bring the Seagulls back.
Indeed. Not something we typically see from Malamphy. Fogo taking it all the way home himself, but time when Salisbury really needed it, and they're back in front 3-2. That the third goal of the season for Malamphy, 4th point, and early movement called on Salisbury that time as Mackenzie Moreland was out attempting the face-off. Minute and some change remaining in the first. Salisbury leads at 3-2. The Mustangs will have possession. They could run down this quarter all the way if they wanted to. They have 70 seconds still on the shot clock, just 50 on the game clock. This is Linhart passing over to Andrew Searing. Now back up top. Racich is taken away. John DeFazio stepped in front. And it looked like an interception in football by John DeFazio, who continues to have an impact defensively.
Yes, that did look like an interception in a football game.
Not something you see too often, but DeFazio makes the play. And we have seen that from him a couple of times. Salisbury looking to clear, and they do. 18 seconds to work with. Huffman in trouble, works out of it. 15 seconds. Again, the shot clock doesn't really matter right now. 10 seconds. We'll see if the Seagulls try to get a goal. Dowd working in. Shot goes wide. Didn't hit anything, so once play resumes, 5 seconds. 4, 3, late shot, score! Do you believe that? With 1 second on the clock, Bryce Bromwell again, his second goal of the day.
Bromwell is really having himself a day today. Awesome shot, right where the shot clock was.
Leaves 1 second to spare. Drew Brown will get the assist. Brown, the team leader in that category, so he continues to make an impact working as a facilitator. But what a performance early from Bryce Bromwell. And following the ensuing faceoff, clock will expire. And we've played one. It's been an exciting back and forth one, but Salisbury able to jump out to a 4-2 lead. Don't go anywhere. We got 3 more quarters coming up on the Seagull Sports Network.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community.
But we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Pepsi Bottling Ventures, Providence State Bank, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, the Irish Penny Pub and Grill, University Park Apartments, Serve Pro of the Lower Shore, Pohanka of Salisbury, Whitten Retirement Solutions, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, Harry's Bar, Nautilus Solar, and Hoppers. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics.
Folks, don't forget to visit our friends at Nautilus Solar to learn how to lower your monthly utility bill and power your home with clean energy. With Nautilus Community Solar, everyone who lives in Maryland and pays a utility bill is guaranteed to save 10 or 25% if you qualify as low to moderate income. All you need to do is sign up. No investment, roof, or commitment is needed. Learn more at nautilussolar.com. Start of the second quarter, Seagulls lead at 4-2. Jeremy Carr and Nicole Miller here at Seagull Stadium. Salisbury out shooting the Mustangs 11-6 in that first quarter. And it was really, Nicole, the Bryce Bromwell show through that first 15. 2 goals and an assist early for number 6.
Yes, it was. He is really having a day so far, and it's only the start of the second quarter.
And that is him with it now. He'll try to get another assist there, but the shot was blocked. That shot came off the stick of Strube. Now inside, another shot, Nestor. But Scarisi makes the save. Passes long, but playing it off the bounce is Scalidi. Racich trying to answer. Mustangs back at their end. Zick with it. He passes back to Bryant. And Racich back to X. Out comes Monar, and then it will move back outside past the restraining line. Mustangs have used up a lot of shot clock on pretty much every possession. Racich fakes the flip to Bryant. Now looking to find a cutting Bryant. Nothing was there. McNamara on Racich, who will try to curl around, but he missed it. He'll stay with Stevenson. 20 seconds exactly on the shot clock. Gosson trying to work around Glushko. Makes the pass. Bryant, he shoots. Ransom makes the save, but it takes an unfortuitous Seagull roll right back to Gosson. Shot clock will reset. Fresh 60 for the Mustangs to work with. Zick. Jeremiah Stafford on him at X. Comes out past goal line. Extended, shoots high and scores. That play was all Grant Zick from the start. He took it from X and went high on Nick Ransom, and it's 4-3 here in the second.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Way to take it himself. He didn't see anybody open, so he decided to just take that one.
He got past Stafford that time. So goal for Grant Zick, and it's 4-3, just under 13 minutes remaining in the half. Blake Malamphy back at the circle. He had one of those 4 Seagull goals in the first quarter, a surprising turn, not able to win the draw that time. This is Andrew Searing going down low to Jared Monar. Bryce Stevenson on him. Now it's moved over to Stephen Rink. Stafford defending him now. Rink through X. Coming over strongly was Stafford, forcing him to go back out to Graham McCroy, who scored one of the 2 Mustang goals in the first. Now an errant pass gets away. John DeFazio scoops it up, and the Seagulls might have numbers if they move fast. But DeFazio instead will opt to just flip it. And Bromwell and the Seagulls will slow things down.
Another good defensive possession after letting the Mustangs score that one. So hopefully they can capitalize on this.
If there's going to be one person that could, it'd be Bromwell, but Scarisi makes the save. Bromwell looking for the early hat trick. Not that time. Bryant in trouble right in front of the Seagull sideline. Now makes the long pass across the field to Searing. Or that's Jack Seals, excuse me. We hit the 11:30 mark here in the second. It's moved over to Rasich. Now to Grant Zick, who opened the scoring here in the second. Now he'll march in past the restraining line. McNamara has been a lockdown defender for the Seagull team, the Towson transfer, who Jim Berkman called an extra captain really out on the field. Gives Zick nothing to work with there. That pass over the head of the aforementioned Zick, rolling. Stevenson trying to run it down out of bounds. It looked like it hit off of Jude Brown. But they're going to signal Salisbury possession. Paul Cantabani's upset with that. It looked like it hit Brown last from our angle up here. Regardless, Salisbury will have it.
Salisbury getting kind of, I think, a lucky call there.
Well, let's see if they can capitalize on it. Nestor with a running start. Past the restraining line. He'll pass. Dowd. Working from right to left. Now to Bromwell at the bottom part of your screen. Inside, couldn't find Keaton. Ground ball, Scarisi covers it up. Justin Scarisi has done a pretty good job. Just 4 goals allowed on 14 shots. He's held strong despite a barrage of Seagull shots in the first quarter. That the first action he's seen here in the second. 5 minutes gone. Scalidi. Pitch and catch with Bryant. Out close to midfield. We'll try to get a running start on Huffman. That pass sails over the head of Scalidi. Let's see who gets to it first. The Mustangs do. They'll keep possession. Rasich. Down low now to Scalidi. Through X. Trying to get another curl around shot. And he does. This one hits the side of the net, however. Ransom runs out and covers up the easy ground ball. McNamara given plenty of space, but nowhere to go to. So he'll just give it back to Ransom as the Seagulls look to clear once again. They were 25 of 27 on clears against Geneseo, one of the many strong points of their game that day. So far, after some passing miscues early, they seem to have cleaned that up and had similar success here in the early stages of this game. Charlie White directing traffic. Past the restraining line. Nice pass from Brown, but no one there to receive it. Seagulls keep possession with 30 on the timer. Another wind-up shot. This one goes wide. Strube, missed wide right. 28 seconds now. Brown a spin move at X. Working off the screen from Strube. Heavy contact. Brown fakes the shot. Now outlets, and Charlie White had trouble with it, and the ball got away. Ed Masterson runs out and scoops it up. Turnover by the Seagulls.
Both teams, still having issues with that ball control. I think one of those keys to win is either team cleaning that up a little bit.
Most definitely. In a game that has been relatively low scoring thus far. Mustangs look to tie it. Dawson at goal line extended. Working against Stevenson, who holds strong. Forces Dawson to outlet. This is Monar. Stevenson switches onto him. Makawa, the other defender there. Heavy contact forces the turnover, and Ransom winds up with it. It's a matchup of two veteran coaches. Of course, we know Jim Berkman has been here since 1989. Numerous accolades. We could go on forever naming those. Paul Cantabene has been the head coach at Stevenson since 2005. Part of that national championship team in 2013. Marching in hard is Nestor. Ball on the ground, still being fought for. Now it is finally controlled by Jack Seals.
A lot of contact during this game by both teams.
Well, we're definitely seeing that from both sides, as you mentioned. Very physical play, but clean physical. Only one flag thus far. And despite being a man down at that point, Salisbury actually scored, so make them 1-1, killing off the penalties. Scalidi moves in and scores high. We've seen the Mustangs take that approach a couple times. This time, it's Jack Scalidi, his 6th of the season, and we are tied once again with 6:20 to go in the half.
That was a great job by Scalidi, taking that one himself. I mean, he was an All-MAC Commonwealth first team last year, so he's definitely a threat out there.
That time, was able to bring it home. Getting past Alex St. John was Scalidi. And the ensuing faceoff is won by Malamphy. Probably not going to get another goal here, and he won't as he passes to Jude Brown. But past the restraining line was Malamphy, so he'll be out there momentarily until another attackman moves in. Bromwell forced way back by Damian Schmidt. Now Dowd, down the middle, running start. Pass to Nestor. Nestor has a window, shoots high. Or was that deflected? I believe it was. It'll stay with the Seagulls. Now Dowd, a quick windup and a shot. That one misses as well.
They're getting the shot attempts here. They're just not connecting.
And Jack Dowd, probably the most powerful shooter in terms of ball speed that the Seagulls have. Don't give him too many windows like that. Brown, Bromwell, up top Dowd. Nestor now, back up top Dowd, across Bromwell. Strube swim move, that shot missed, but Brown picked up the ground ball. A second shot by Nestor is saved by Scarici. He snagged it out of the air. Good ball movement by Salisbury. Better goalie play from Justin Scarici.
Scarici having a heck of a game right now.
Most definitely as we approach the 5-minute mark here in half number 1. Seagulls and Mustangs deadlocked at 4. Scarici way out towards the midfield line before making the outlet pass to the long pole. Damian Schmidt is now working right in front of the Stevenson bench. And right on cue, Paul Cantabene calls timeout. 4:49 left in the half. We're tied at 4. Don't go anywhere. End of the half coming up.
I became a teacher for our children to help guide them to a brighter future. I educate myself on topics like clean energy, then share that knowledge with my students to help create a sustainable community. Community solar is a great source of clean energy, and it's affordable, more sustainable, and more affordable. Now that's a bright future for me and the kids. Let's build a better world. Let's solar.
Join us all season long on SGSN to catch all your favorite teams in action. Number 4 baseball taking on Haverford in a doubleheader. That's Sunday, March 24th at 11 and 2 p.m. respectively. Number 4 baseball versus Washington College of Maryland. War on the Shore Wednesday, March 27th at 3:30. Men's and women's tennis both taking on St. Mary's of Maryland on Thursday, March 28th at 3:30. Number 4 baseball again in the works against Shenandoah Friday, March 29th at 1 p.m. Number 2 softball versus Virginia Wesleyan that same day, Friday, March 29th. 2 games at 2:30 and 4:30 p.m. Women's tennis versus Towson on Friday, March 29th at 3 p.m. Busy day that will be. Number 4 women's lacrosse versus York College of Pennsylvania, Saturday, March 30th at 1 p.m. Visit suseagulls.com for the complete up-to-date schedule and join us for the Seagulls' latest chase for a championship. Out of Paul Cantabani's timeout, it'll be Mustang possession. Little under 5 minutes remaining in the half. The Seagulls have outshot the Mustangs 18-11. However, same amount of shots have found the back of the net for each side. 4 apiece. Stevenson trying to jump back in front here as they have possession. 38 seconds on the timer.
Let's see if the Mustangs can capitalize on this timeout.
We'll see what they talked about in the break and what Cantabani has drawn up. Gosson being held in check by Braden Glushico. 20 seconds now. Gosson crosses over the restraining line a couple times. Now finds Zick, defended by DeFazio. Forces him to outlet. Gosson, heavy contact from Stevenson. He has to back off. 5 seconds. Shot goes wide. Now with just 3 seconds on the timer, we'll see if the Mustangs are able to get anything off. And they'll just walk this one out. Seagull defense forces the 80-second runoff at a time when they desperately needed it. Tied with under 4 minutes remaining in the half.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job on the defensive end.
They certainly have. And their offense will look to capitalize now. DeFazio, errant pass, ground ball. It'll stay with the Seagulls, however, as Huffman scoops it up. Now Nestor will slow things down and allow the offense to get started. Goes towards the far side, being defended by Mulvey. Out to Bromwell, across Dowd. Maybe he'll try to march it in. No, he'll go back out. Brown up top, Bromwell. Again, window closes fast. Brown down the middle. Dowd shot misses.
That was great ball movement by the Seagulls. Just a missed opportunity there.
We'll still have 22 seconds to try and atone for it as Jude Brown will start things off. Working off the screen from Keaton. Couldn't get it to the cutting Dowd. Now whip it all the way across to Bromwell. Reverses field a couple times. Still nothing there. Bromwell couldn't get the hat trick that time. Scarisi deflected it high into the air, but this will allow the shot clock to reset and the Seagulls to get a fresh 60. It is Bromwell at the bottom of your screen, moving towards X right now. Being defended by McNeely. Now the pass to Dowd. That one got deflected as he was winding up. Ground ball that is picked up by Ryan Quinn initially, now being fought for. Keaton in the mix for the Seagulls, and he comes up with it.
That was a great job by Keaton getting that ground ball.
And Keaton goes down with heavy contact. The Seagull bench incensed right now.
Salisbury.
Like I said earlier, this game has been pretty physical. I mean, it's been a clean game for the most part.
Yeah, Jim Berkman calls a timeout. We're going to stay here, and let's take a look while we have a minute. Take a look at the history of the matchup here between Stevenson and Salisbury. An extensive one. Games being played since 2008. Salisbury leads it 15-7 all time, and they're currently on a 6-game win streak. going all the way back to 2015. The last loss was, as I just said, 2015, a 9-8 nail-biter. These two teams, no strangers to each other. When this series started, Paul Cantabene was just 2 years removed from playing in the PLL. The PLL Hall of Famer Cantabene now coaching the Mustangs. We've talked about him a few times. Definitely an exciting history. Stevenson looking to end that 6-game drought here today. Out of the timeout, 2:12 left in the second quarter. Salisbury tied with Stevenson 4-4. Nicole, what have you seen thus far in this game?
I've seen a lot, Jeremy. I mean, ball control is still an issue for both teams. I feel like, a key to win is definitely, keeping that ball in that stick and trying to, capitalize. But on the defensive end, I think both teams have been doing a really nice job.
We'll see what Salisbury can do here out of the Jim Berkman timeout. Dowd past the restraining line. Let's move around the horn. Brown, a nice ball fake. Stevenson didn't bite. A swim move now. Pass in front. Nestor, wow! What a play by Jude Brown. And Luke Nestor finishes it off with the goal.
That ball fake definitely got me.
Me too.
That was very good play. Way to connect.
He followed up with a great swim move there.
That was a beautiful play.
Yeah, he definitely had the complete package there with the ball fake, the swim move, and then the pass. The only thing he didn't have was the goal, but Luke Nestor made sure that wouldn't matter. And it's 5-4 Seagulls with under 2 minutes remaining. Luke Nestor getting his 21st goal of the year to jump back in front of Strube for the lead among maroon and gold players. We saw Strube tie him for team lead earlier in this game off of a Bromwell assist. Now the Mustangs look to answer. Going to have trouble with it, though, as the ball is knocked out. 47 seconds on the timer does Stevenson have to work with. Scalici now to X. Still being moved around. Zick will slow things down. Trying to get DeFazio hung up, but he's playing on that side of Ransom's cage. Now the shot. Score! Who is it this time? Number 31, Andrew Searing, getting his 8th of the year. And it's tied once again with under a minute remaining.
That was great ball movement by the Mustangs. Searing, what a nice shot.
Andrew Searing, Grant Zick will get the assist here. DeFazio held strong, but Zick made the extra pass. Andrew Searing is an All-MAC Commonwealth honorable mention, 20-goal scorer last year. Now up to 8 on this year, and 58 seconds remaining. Now to a point where the shot clock doesn't really matter because this thing is tied. Malamphy still not able to secure it cleanly. Kicked around by Stafford, who then brings it right back. A nice move by Stafford to collect the ground ball.
Yeah, honestly, using your feet, that was the best thing to do, try to get that ground ball.
And with 38 seconds left, Jim Berkman calls his second timeout. He wants to talk things over here with 38 seconds left. Nicole, to try to give his team the lead going into the break.
Yeah, hopefully they can talk it over, see what they can do.
Well, they'll have 38 seconds to work with, and while we have a moment, let me tell you about the Maryland Army National Guard. In the Maryland Army National Guard, get a head start on a career in exciting fields, including science, communications, and engineering. The Maryland Army National Guard can pay up to 100% of your tuition so you can focus on learning. To learn more about the Maryland Army National Guard, go to nationalguard.com/MD. That's nationalguard.com/MD. And generosity is rewarding. Donating plasma can make a big difference to your monthly income and an even bigger difference in the lives of people with rare diseases. New donors can get up to $900 in their first month donating. Visit biolifeplasma.com to register to become a new donor today. BioLife Salisbury is located at 125 West College Avenue in the College Square Shopping Center next to Planet Fitness. Out of the timeout, it'll be the Seagulls with possession and 38 seconds to work with, trying to take what would presumably be a 6-5 lead into the break.
Yeah, this has been a tight game so far. See if they can capitalize and take this lead.
We'll see how they decide to approach this offensively. Down in the right corner of your screen, you'll see Jack Dowd, who will start things off for the Seagulls with a chimney pass to Bryce Bromwell. Shot clock again doesn't matter. 60 seconds there. 24 on the game clock. Bromwell letting the clock run down. 20 seconds now. Play gets underway. Bromwell to Brown at X. Reverses direction a couple times. 10 seconds. Bromwell looking for Dowd. Ground ball. Quinn comes up with it, and it looks like Stevenson's good. No! Ground ball once again. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. There's the buzzer. Salisbury not able to get a shot off. The Stevenson defense converges, and after a half, we're tied.
Yeah, what unlucky play there by the Seagulls. Tried to connect on a pass, wasn't there, and Stevenson ended up taking that ground ball.
And that's how the first half will end. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got an exciting one. It's 5-5 tie game as we head into the break. Second half coming up. We'll hope that's half as exciting as this one.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community.
But we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors and corporate partners of Seagull Athletics. They are Lafayette Federal Credit Union, Pepsi Bottling Ventures, Providence State Bank, Peninsula Orthopedic Associates, The Irish Penny Pub and Grill, University Park Apartments, ServPro of the Lower Shore, Pohanka of Salisbury, Whitten Retirement Solutions, Saltine Warrior Sports Pub, Harry's Bar, Nautilus Solar, and Hoppers. Thanks again for your support of Salisbury University Athletics. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagull Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls.
I became a teacher for our children to help guide them to a brighter future. I educate myself on topics like clean energy, then share that knowledge with my students to help create a sustainable community. Community solar is a great source of clean energy, and it's affordable, more sustainable, and more affordable. Now that's a bright future for me and the kids. Let's build a better world. Let's solar.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will. Because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Salisbury University's graduate programs are highly ranked and designed to educate and empower you to take your career to the next level. With master's, doctoral, and certificate programs to choose from, you'll be in high demand. Our faculty are dedicated to your success, conduct research, enhance your knowledge, and become a leader in your field. Many programs have online options, providing quality education with flexibility and support. Learn more about opportunities to make tomorrow yours. Apply now at salisbury.edu.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Salisbury University's graduate programs are highly ranked and designed to educate and empower you to take your career to the next level. With master's, doctoral, and certificate programs to choose from, you'll be in high demand. Our faculty are dedicated to your success. Conduct research, enhance your knowledge, and become a leader in your field. Many programs have online options, providing quality education with flexibility and support. Learn more about opportunities to make tomorrow yours. Apply now at salisbury.edu.
Welcome back, everyone, to Seagull Stadium in Salisbury, Maryland. Through one half of Stevenson versus Salisbury men's lacrosse action, we are tied 5-5. Second half action coming up momentarily. Jeremy Carr joined by Nicole Miller. Nicole, was an exciting first half, and we're going to take a moment to look more in depth at the goalie matchup in this game. These are stats coming into today, and we've seen Scarisi and Ransom be busy so far.
Yeah, both of these goalies have done a great job. I mean, they've played all 7 games. Their save percentage is, pretty approximately close. So they've been doing a great job all game.
Yeah, Ransom a little bit above. As the lights come on here as the sun continues to set. In Salisbury, Ransom was not the starter at the beginning of last year. Came in about 3 or 4 games in. Picked up the job for ZJ Shaheen, and Salisbury won 20 in a row, never looked back. And that job is securely Ransom's now. He allowed 5 goals on 12 shots, however, in that first half. Interestingly enough, for Stevenson, all 5 goals coming from 5 different players. Monar, Scalidi, Zick, Searing, and McCroy.
Yeah, they definitely have been doing a good job, sharing the ball.
Salisbury trying to get a good start out of the half. Here's Brown from X. 20 seconds on the timer. Dowd goes low. You knew they couldn't stop Jack Dowd forever. Minute and 7 seconds into half number 2. He puts the Seagulls back on top.
That was a great shot by Dowd.
Jack Dowd getting his first goal of the day.
That was a great assist by Jude Brown. Way to find him on the open cut.
As you said, Jude Brown getting the assist, leading the team in that regard. Jack Dowd has been a goal-scoring machine for the Seagulls. Trying to get another one that time quickly was Evan Huffman. However, heavy contact forced the shot to go wide. So Malamphy wins the faceoff. The Seagulls have a chance to go up 2. It was mostly a Stevenson second quarter. They outscored Salisbury 3-1 in that second 15 minutes. But Jack Dowd, who scored 48 in 2022 and has had multiple 4-point performances this year, gets his team on the board early in the third. They'll have a chance to make it 2 straight with possession right here. Bromwell looked like he got held, but managed to hold on to the ball. Masterson tried to pick that one off, but still winds up with Dowd. Back outside, Bromwell has to jump up, or Strube, has to jump up to control it. Now it's Bromwell. Whips inside Keaton. That shot saved by Scarisi. Keaton gets it right back off the bounce, however. Salisbury a fresh 60. Now Nestor, wind up, shot, score! Luke Nestor gets the window and capitalizes with a cannonball shot, and it's 7-5.
It's a great way to come out of halftime, tied up, and then capitalizing on 2 huge goals right there for the Seagulls.
Luke Nestor now up to 21 goals on the year, or 22, excuse me. Salisbury, as you said, up 7-5. Ty Keaton gets the assist. His 3rd of the year, his 8th point. And once again, Malamphy able to have success from the circle. Seagulls looking to start off quarter number 3 with 3 straight goals.
Yeah, winning the faceoff is the first part of that. So Malamphy has been doing a great job so far.
It's interesting to note when Salisbury has faced their toughest opponents, as Nestor couldn't get it to Brown right there. Here's Bromwell. Bromwell shot, hits pipe. Deflects wide, back out to Dowd.
Yeah, unlucky one by Bromwell.
Missed just a bit to the left, but again, maintains possession. Bromwell now whips inside. Brown has his man hung up at X. He'll shoot and score. Jude Brown parallel to the net right at goal line extended 8-5 here 3 minutes and 10 seconds in.
Wow, this is just a great start to this third quarter. Brown, great shot. Really capitalizing on these opportunities. And it starts, like we said, right from the faceoff.
Jude Brown gets himself a goal. His first of the game, and right on cue, Paul Cantabene takes a timeout. We're going to take one with him. 8-5 Salisbury. We'll see if they can continue that run after this.
Salisbury University thanks its sponsors. Remember to visit www.suseagulls.com anytime, day or night, to find out more about Salisbury University's 21 varsity sports. The Salisbury Athletic website is the home of everything you need to be up to date with the Seagulls. From stats and stories to historical information and video highlights from the Seagull Sports Network, you can find it at the online home for Salisbury Athletics. suseagulls.com, your one-stop shop for everything maroon and gold. And for even more ways to follow Salisbury Athletics, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SU Seagulls.
Friends, please support our partner, Bagel Bakery Cafe. Bagel Bakery Cafe is proud to support Salisbury Athletics. Stop in today for their famous Chesapeake crab dip and fresh bagels. For 26 years, Bagel Bakery Cafe has been supplying the freshest and tastiest bagels and eats. Located right on South Salisbury Boulevard next to SU, Bagel Bakery Cafe, a proud partner of the Seagulls. Out of the timeout, 12 minutes and 10 seconds into quarter number 3, it's been all Seagulls. They lead it 8-5. 3 different goal scorers. And big reason for that has been Malamphy's success from the circle. Another face-off win after some initial struggles there for the Seagulls.
Yeah, it's mostly been a defensive game for the Seagulls, but they're really capitalizing here on offense.
Most definitely. And we've seen that a couple other times against Gettysburg and Lynchburg, where Salisbury battled wire to wire through the first half, and then in the third and fourth quarters just pulled away. On pace to do that again here. Dowd looks to make it 4 in a row, but misses wide. Brown battling with Mulvey. Winds up in the stick of Strube initially, then goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Salisbury, says the referee. Here's Keaton. Out of Nestor. He cannoned one earlier, and he does it again. Luke Nestor working from the outside, given another window, fires that one home at the speed of light. 9-5 Seagulls for you Dolly Parton fans. 10:58 remaining in the third.
Awesome goal by Nestor there. Great assist by Strube. Found the window, and he connected.
And Luke Nestor now has a hat trick on the game. What an impact he's had. 2 quick goals here in the second half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. Once again, it's Malamphy this time doing battle with Bradley Bennett. Once again, the Seagulls control. A barrage of Seagull shots and goals here in the first 5 minutes of play in the third. Showed no signs of slowing down as Nestor with a running start past the restraining line. Brown underhand pass, wow! They did it again. Each time Jude Brown one-ups himself on his assists. This time it's Ty Keaton on the receiving end.
Another awesome play by Salisbury. Great goal by Keaton, assist, Jude Brown. Really finding the gaps and really capitalizing on these opportunities.
That is Brown's third assist, 4th point. So another 4-point day for Jude Brown as the underhand pass threaded the needle. And it's 10-5 Seagulls. And with early motion being called on Luke Wetzel. It'll be Salisbury possession once again. That was called on Halpin, excuse me. So Stevenson still yet to win a draw this half. And it's showing on the scoreboard. Salisbury leads it now 10-5. Brown outlets. Nestor around the horn, Dowd. Thought about it, didn't take it. Back to Nestor. And up top, Dowd had trouble with it and wound up in the pole of Ryan Quinn. So uncharacteristic turnover from Jack Dowd. Almost gives Stevenson their first chance offensively, but we'll have to wait and see after this ground ball. And now it is picked up. A quick shot hits the top pipe and rolls out of bounds. And it'll be Salisbury possession, so the Seagulls dodge a bullet there.
Mustangs really needed that opportunity, trying to capitalize to make this, within 4 goals, but couldn't connect. Great job by Salisbury defense once again.
And they definitely had a decent shot, just a little bit too high.
Yes, definitely.
So a familiar sight, the Seagulls on offense. Charlie White to Dowd, who whips it around Bromwell. Now to Strube. Back to Dowd. He gets some speed. Misses wide right, however. Just over 9 minutes remaining in the third. Dowd at the restraining line. Down to Charlie White. He's pressured. Has to give it to Keaton. Keaton forced back towards the Stevenson sideline. Now he'll go to Brown at X. Down the middle, White. Extra pass, Dowd. That one got deflected, I believe. It's going to roll out of bounds. Who was closest to it? They say Jude Brown got there first, so it'll stay with Salisbury. With a fresh 60 on the timer, 56 to be exact. And now the shot clock will reset.
That was good possession by the Seagulls. Hopefully they can capitalize on this one.
We'll see. As we mentioned, they got the reset because Scarisi made the save. Dowd whips one down low. Brown in front. Pass got away, but wound up with Keaton. Back out to Dowd. He makes the extra pass to Strube. That shot got blocked. So no reset. Stays with the Seagulls, however. 24 seconds remaining. Charlie White close to the restraining line. Towards the middle, makes the pass. Another pass down low. This one got away on the ground. Jude Brown trying to get to it, not able to. Mulvey got there first.
The Mustangs really needed a good defensive possession there, and they got it.
They most certainly did. Grant Zick had a couple big plays in that first half. Hasn't really had a chance here in the early part of this second. So we'll see the Seagull long poles established for really the first time in this third. The one Stevenson shot came on a transition fast break kind of play. Here's McCroy, who had one of those 5 Mustang goals. Right with him is Evan Huffman. Goes towards the far left corner, gets a running start. Around goal line extended. Huffman staying with him. Now the shot whipped wide right of Ransom off the stick of Gavin Gosson. Mustangs keep it with 30. Monar directing Zick. Stevenson's on him. Under 20. Monar some distance out close to the restraining line. Pass across Gosson. Gosson at goal line extended now. 10 seconds. Gosson still nowhere to go. He was doubled and the ball, pass was deflected. However, he was able to get it to Scalidi, who will whirl around, and heavy contact from Stevenson. There's the flag. Bryce Stevenson can't believe it. He thought that was clean. And the Seagulls are going to be a man down. Now a second flag flies. Is that going to be on the reaction from Stevenson?
That could be, Jeremy.
Well, it's looking like Salisbury's going to be a man down. Shot clock was about to expire.
Yeah, that was great defense by Salisbury. Just that last second.
And Stevenson heads to the box, so it'll be 6-on-5. with 6:36 remaining in the third. Salisbury leading 10-5. Stevenson in desperate need of a goal with a golden opportunity to get one here.
Yeah, if you're the Mustangs, you really need this one.
We've only seen one penalty that wasn't picked up in this game. Salisbury 1 for 1 on the kill thus far, trying to make it 2 for 2. As we mentioned, they were 3 for 3 against Geneseo. Stevenson sits in the box, so Mustangs need to generate some good shots. They'll have an opportunity. Up top, Zick at the restraining line. Now that shot deflected by Ransom, a good save. Came with some force from Andrew Searing. Now back to Searing. Up top, Zick. Dumps inside. That shot, score! From Dylan Linhart. They capitalize on the man down and blow one past Nick Ransom. 10-6 with 6:05 left in the third.
Yeah, that was a great shot, and even better pass. Found the gap.
That just the third goal of the year from Linehart out of Centennial, Colorado. The senior attack gets his 4th point of the year, and the ensuing face-off is won by Malamphy. He picks up the ground ball himself.
Mustangs really capitalized on that opportunity like we said they needed to. Make this a four-goal game.
Yes, they did. Now they need their defense to follow through on the next possession as Malamphy won the draw. Salisbury will look to get that one back. Team's back at full strength following the goal. Strube down low. Nestor, Dowd, swing it around. 5:28 to go in the third. Back to Dowd. And down to Keaton. Strube held off. Gets it back now. Marches in, shoots that one wide left. Bryce Bromwell was the closest to it, so he'll stay with the Seagulls. Shot went way wide that time from Strube. Here's Bromwell. Now to Dowd. Over to Nestor. Keaton, that shot missed wide right as well. But again, the Seagulls peppering shots at Justin Scarisi.
Yeah, Scarisi's getting a lot of action here in the third.
Seagulls have 37 shots, 38 misses high from Jack Dowd. Seagulls with 13 seconds to work with, as none of these shots have been deflected at all. Charlie White, the windup from outside.
That was a great shot by White. He was pretty far out.
That was Nestor, excuse me.
Oh.
But your point still stands. That's 4 on the day for Luke Nestor. And Bryce Bromwell gets the assist, so he's got 4 points now. But as you said, Luke Nestor from outside, getting it done.
Puts it back to a 5-goal game.
Yes, it does. This time Stevenson able to win the draw. Halpin best Blake Malamphy that time. But an errant pass rolling away. Is it kept inbounds? No, it is not. They say it went out of bounds despite the best efforts of Bradley Bennett. Turnover following the face-off win, and it'll be Seagull possession once again.
Great job by the defense, you know, not getting that face-off, but being able to turn the ball back over to the offense.
Dowd slowing things down now. The next shot will be number 40 on the day for the Seagulls, who now lead 11-6. Now it is Bromwell off the pass from Dowd. Bromwell screens. Here goes Strube. Nothing there. Back to Bromwell at X. He goes outside. Cross to Dowd. At the restraining line. 34 in the timer. Bromwell. At goal line extended. That shot saved by Scarisi. but picked up by Luke Nestor. And now Strube has a window. The wind up, the save from Justin Scarisi. Riley Strube had Justin Scarisi out on an island, but he was up to the task that time. However, Salisbury will get the reset.
Yeah, those were two great shots by Bromwell and Strube. Just couldn't connect.
And is that going to be a penalty on Ryan Quinn? It is. 1 minute for slashing called on Ryan Quinn, so the Seagulls will have their first man-up opportunity of the day. I didn't see it happen, but Ryan Quinn sent to the box. Salisbury now playing 6-on-5.
Yeah, I didn't catch that one either, Jeremy, but hopefully Seagulls can, capitalize on this opportunity.
Well, if they do, it'll be from who else? Luke Nestor again outside, make it 5. A quick trip for Ryan Quinn ends right there as it's now 12-6 Salisbury. Luke Nestor once again.
Luke Nestor is having a day for sure. First half was Bryce Bromwell. Second half is Luke Nestor.
Goes top left that time. And the Seagulls have doubled up the Mustangs 12-6. Now with 3:11 remaining in the third. Ground ball off the face-off. Halpin had some trouble with it. It'll be Seagull possession. Or Mustang possession, excuse me. .252 remaining in the third. And a quarter that's been all Salisbury so far. 7-1 goal differential in the frame. Mustangs still with some time to flip the script, however. This is Scalidi at goal line extended. Curl around shot went wide right. Huffman trying to run it down. Did he? He did. Evan Huffman gets there in time to make it Seagull possession.
That was a great job by Hoffman running down. Just a foot race between the two.
Yeah, he was able to outrun Gavin Gosson, and the Seagulls clear. Salisbury still perfect on clears so far. They're now 14-14. Stevenson 14-14 as well. So that continues to be a strength of the Seagulls. Dowd. Let's see if Nestor tries for number 6. He's got it right here at the restraining line, under 2 minutes. 40 seconds to work with on the shot clock. Nestor a running start. He'll outlet pass. Gets it back. Now up top, Strube. That shot misses wide.
Nice opportunity by Strube there, just couldn't connect.
He definitely had the window. 29 on the shot clock, 1:38 on game. Nestor. Number 6. Well, that was Strube that time. I'm sorry. I look like Nestor, but that'll be Riley Strube's goal. And just when it rains, it pours here in Salisbury. It's 13-6.
That was a great job by Bromwell getting that goal. Putting this lead to 7.
For the hat trick from Bromwell. He's now up to 5 points on the day. 3 goals, 2 assists. And the Seagulls lead by a touchdown. Eventually, after some initial struggles, it is controlled by the long pole DeFazio on the ensuing faceoff. So Salisbury, game and shot clocks pretty much even right now. Maybe a second separating, if that.
DeFazio's had a couple of great ground balls here to get this Seagull offense going.
Here's Nestor. And Dowd out at the circle. Right up on him is Masterson. Dowd just chewing clock at this point. 40 seconds on both clocks. Masterson right up on Jack Dowd. As the Seagulls wait to set their play in motion. 25 seconds now. Dowd gets going at the restraining line. Makes the pass. Nestor, there is number 6, and you can't take it away that time from my mistake. 14-6 Salisbury. What a day, Luke Nestor.
Mustangs tried to put all the pressure up on Dowd at the top, but he kept his composure, got it to Nestor, so he connect.
Dowd gets the assist that time, and with 16 seconds remaining, the Seagulls have now scored 9 in the third. Luke Nestor has 6. Malamphy wins the draw. If the Seagulls choose to, they can hurry and get another one. Malamphy will try it. Wow! Blake Malamphy, a 2-goal day. He takes just 8 seconds, wins it off the draw, and takes it all the way home.
Wow, that was awesome. Malamphy really got that one going. 8 seconds. Only needed 8 seconds to make that one.
It's so interesting to see because Malamphy usually is a fogo, doesn't get a lot of shots, but he's got 2 goals here today on 2 shots. Have a day, Blake Malamphy.
He's been taking those opportunities for himself, and they've been paying off.
Now it's Moreland to attempt the face-off. This ball's going to roll for a while, and there's the buzzer. What a third quarter by the boys in gold. 10 goals to just Stevenson's 1. We head into the final frame. Seagulls lead it 15-6.
Sure, we care about the environment and the community.
But we weren't sure what we could do to make a real impact that wouldn't cost us a fortune. Then we found out about Nautilus Community Solar. We don't have to own our own home, and it doesn't cost us a thing. In fact, we actually save money by choosing community solar.
It feels good knowing that we're creating a more sustainable and more affordable future for family and friends.
Let's build a brighter future together. Let's solar.
Stop by Adams Tap House in Fruitland, an official game day sponsor of Seagull Athletics and owned by an SU Lacrosse alum. Adams, where there's always something going on. Stop by Adams today. It's where Seagulls fly. 15 minutes to go. Jeremy Carr and Nicole Miller here at Seagull Stadium. Nicole, what a third quarter from Salisbury. I don't think we could say enough about it.
No, that was really great. I mean, it was all Salisbury that third period. Mustangs tried to get something going, but couldn't happen. So hopefully this fourth quarter, these Seagulls can pull away.
If they haven't already, it's 10-1 as we head into the final 15. Starters returning to the field for each side, and it'll be Blake Malamphy, who has the most recent of Salisbury's 15 goals, heading out to do battle with Garrett Gaudreau. Malamphy wins at that time.
Malamphy can really do it all. Face off, scoring goals, doesn't matter.
Doesn't look like he's going to try to get a hat trick there. As Brown picks up the ground ball and flips over to Bromwell, who slows things down. Bromwell to Dowd, back to Bromwell. He had a hat trick as well. Inside, that shot whipped hard by Brady Mancha. Scarisi makes the save.
That was a close call by Scarisi. Nice save, almost rolled in there.
And now we're at a point in the game as Scarisi comes out to make the pass to Grant Zick where the clock becomes a factor. Only 14 minutes for the Mustangs to work with. They're down 9. They need a lot of face-off success and a lot of concurrent goals and face-off wins really in line with each other if they hope to get back into it.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession right here. They really got to try to capitalize on this and then get a stop on defense.
Well, it'll be McCroy. He's down in the lower right part of your screen. He's being defended by Huffman. He'll take a shot. That one hit pipe as well. We've seen that a couple times from Stevenson, probably 3 in the game, and it deflects and rolls all the way out of bounds, so the Seagulls will get it back.
Yeah, even by both teams. I know Salisbury's had a couple where it's hit the pipe, just can't connect.
Been that kind of a day for the Mustangs, especially in this third quarter. Salisbury looking to open up the scoring here in the fourth 15. This is Lucas Ingley now. We see him for the first time today. He transferred actually from Stevenson, so playing against a lot of his old teammates. Can he get a goal against him? Yes, he can! Why not? Storybook game for Lucas Ingley.
That's definitely a way to show your old teammates what you got.
Salisbury now up double digits as Lucas Ingley adds his name to the scoring sheet. Against his old team. Ingley, the lefty, given a window from his strong side, capitalizes. Now it's Halpin and Malamphy once again. Malamphy wins it, takes it down, looking for the assist, and he will get it. Jude Brown once again as he's got his second goal of the day. Malamphy took it down, made the pass, and Brown brought it home.
It all starts with those face-offs. Malamphy's been doing an awesome job all game. And Jude Brown just seals it with that goal.
Jude Brown, a key part of that championship team last year. Now, on this game today, he's got 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. And we'll see as this game progresses how much longer the Seagull reserves stay out there as they go back on offense. And one quick thing to note, Brown now sitting at 6 points. Not likely to reach that tally here today, but he's 4 points away, Nicole, from 400 in his career at SU. So what a performance he's put on.
Yeah, that is a great stat. Awesome, almost 400.
And he will most definitely reach it, if not today, then in the next Seagull game.
Yes, that'll be a fun game to watch.
Salisbury hitting the road this Wednesday to take on Catholic before CLC plays start. They take on Kane after that, followed by Stockton and CNU and Mary Wash in succession. And then the War on the Shore on April 13th here at Seagull Stadium. The Shoremen in town. That's what the upcoming schedule looks like for the Seagulls, who now lead this one 17-6 and pretty much have it well secured.
Yeah, they've got a lot coming up. Hopefully they can keep this game rolling. These games rolling, excuse me. Try to stay undefeated.
That shot goes high and wide. And just the 19th shot that the Mustangs have had in this game and the 19th that Ransom has seen. Salisbury on the other side, they have 50.
Yeah, I feel like they really flipped the script. I mean, Mustangs had a lot of action on the offense in the first half, but Salisbury came back.
Well, the Mustangs still have an opportunity here. And they're going to get another one as that flag flies. Grant Zick took the shot and went wide. Play is stopped. And it looks like they're going to hit Stevenson to put the Mustangs a man up.
Stevenson has had a couple of those calls today.
Salisbury penalty on number 50, Bryce Stevenson, 1 minute for slashing.
Stevenson called with a slash there, so the Mustangs will be man up for a minute. Here with 10:57 remaining in the fourth. Following this game today, Mustangs on Wednesday will be home for 2 straight games against Elizabethtown and Franklin and Marshall, respectively. And then they begin MAC Commonwealth play, taking on a lot of MAC Commonwealth opponents in succession. But Ransom, left on an island, comes up and makes the save right there. Nick Ransom, his performance today might be lost because of all the incredible goal-scoring feats, but he's been a wall, Nicole, in the few moments of action he's faced.
Yeah, he's been having a heck of a day. I mean, Mustangs had a lot of action that first half, but not too much here.
Well, right there, he gives up the goal. 10:27 remaining in the fourth. Zick made the pass to Searing, then got it back and made the extra pass. Well done there as he found Daryl Curtis, who now has 8 goals on the year. Curtis has played in every game thus far for the Mustangs. As we mentioned, now his 8th goal out of Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Daryl Curtis makes it 17-7.
Curtis is also a freshman, and he scored 2 goals last week against WNL.
So make it 3 goals in 2 games for the freshman Daryl Curtis. Now early movement called on Salisbury. Jim Berkman not happy with the call. As we approach the 10-minute mark, Stevenson will have possession.
I think we still use it. It's still in Holloway.
This is Scalidi. Now his pass, Ransom. We were talking about him just a second ago. That time he came up big with the save.
Yeah, that was a huge save by Ransom. Where to use his body to get that save.
McNamara and company are able to clear it. And Evan Huffman and the Seagulls will be able to kill off some time. Bromwell just past the restraining line, backs off.
Seagulls still coming with a head of steam, looking to capitalize.
Yeah, Jack Dowd tried it right there, missed wide. This is Chris Wong to Bromwell. He's got 3. Couple moves and the flip. Beautifully done, and now this time it is Riley Strube off the feed from Bryce Bromwell. Seagulls back up 11.
Great feed by Bromwell. Strube was right there. Nice hole. And he connected.
Seagull goal scored by number 0, Riley Strube. This is number 6, Bryce Bromwell.
Riley Strube gets his 2nd of the day. And it's 18-7 with just a hair under 9 minutes remaining in this game. The Seagulls have pulled away in mass.
Yeah, they definitely have. Up by 11.
Moreland was the one attempting the face-off. It'll be Mustang possession. And what a day for Bryce Bromwell. 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points on just 9 shots. 7 of those 9 shots on goal to go along with 4 ground balls.
Yeah, Bromwell started early, getting a couple goals first half, and he continues to do so throughout this game.
So Bromwell, hat tricks in successive games, 10 points across the last 2. Trying to answer is Stevenson, but they can't get it past Nick Ransom, who then quickly outlets to Glushiko.
What a great save by Ransom there. Because Mustangs are at least trying to attempt to make a comeback, but definitely tough when you're down by this much.
And John DeFazio, the long pole D-man, a rare shot attempt. Tried to bounce it. Not quite enough accuracy on it. Crowd gets a laugh out of that.
Hey, he gave it a shot.
He did. Out is moved around once again. Charlie White. Down low to Josh Sanchez. Strube then moves it to Wong at X. Back out Sanchez. White across. Keaton gets it back. Just past goal line. Extended left one-on-one with the goalie who rises up and makes a save, does Justin Scarisi.
Scarisi's been getting a lot of action this half. Nice save by him.
It's been a busy game for him. As you said, he's seen 54 shots. Left out there here for the final 7-10. But the Mustangs going back on offense.
Mustangs trying to get something going here.
Stevenson, the long pole, defending. That pass went high and wide. Salisbury had a chance to get it in transition if it could have been fielded cleanly by Wong. But that'll sail out of bounds, so it'll be Seagull possession, but starting back from midfield. Keaton gives to Dowd. 30 seconds to work with. Bromwell thought about the windup, didn't take it. Now we'll have a whistle. Let's see what the call is here. Looks like Keaton will have to sub out.
It might have been some with the shot clock too.
Yeah, it was the shot clock, you're right. So the shot clock changes it. Dowd winds up, shoots, saved by Scarisi. Oh, what a job by Dowd to jump up and intercept that. Seagulls with a chance at transition. Bromwell, with an 11-point lead, will opt to slow things down. Now Scarisi, another save. Spin move, Strube misses wide left.
Wow, what a great interception by Dowd. Looked like another one in football, Jeremy.
Yeah, it did. Cromwell inside. Sanchez had that one deflected. Now Strube had trouble with the pass. He would have been open.
Yeah, Strube had a good look there. Just unlucky. Couldn't get that ball.
Some trouble with it in front of the Seagull sideline, and it's going to be Dowd scooping up the ground ball. Again, Mustangs struggling to control it. We saw both these teams having some problems with that early in this game. Salisbury's pretty much nixed it, but after a chaotic couple of minutes, Jim Berkman calls timeout. And what a second half his team has had. They lead 18-7. Final 5:29 coming up.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is gonna fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day, and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more, because we have an appointment with destiny.
Salisbury University is home to inspired students and educators, fostering rich opportunities and a broad worldview to challenge ourselves to shape the future. SU propels you toward a better tomorrow in both your life and career. To move boldly forward and learn more about how to make tomorrow yours at Salisbury University, visit salisbury.edu. Again, that's salisbury.edu. Out of the Seagull timeout, we have 5:29 left in this game. Seagulls well in control. They lead the Stevenson Mustangs 18-7. After a monstrous third quarter that saw Salisbury bring home 10 goals, they've outscored Stevenson 3-1. And we have each of these teams making goalie changes for the final 5:29. ZJ Shaheen coming in for Nick Ransom. Stevenson making the pull as well.
It's crazy to think how at halftime it was 5-5 and now it's 18-7.
Definitely a third quarter team, or second half team rather, are the Seagulls as Parolin checks in for Scarisi. This is Braden Velasquez. Jim Berkman emptying his bench. Reserves in a chance to make their names known. Velasquez off the pass from Wong.
Nice to see these you know, different players be out there for Salisbury trying to make something happen.
Well, we'll see what they're able to do. Wong working from X. Out to Velasquez. And quickly gets it back. Wong thought about taking it himself. Instead, he fed Bishop Barnes, whose shot went wide left. It'll stay with the Seagulls. Wong just 5 seconds to work with, and it looks like he will just let it roll out, and he does. Stevenson defense holds tough that time. You could pretty much pencil this in as a win for the Seagulls as the final 4:14 continues to run down. Heavy contact involving Christian Quesada, among others. It'll be Stevenson possession. Is with it now is Hunter Bryant. Starter staying out for the Mustangs against the Seagulls reserves. Quesada on defense. Looking for somewhere to go with it was Gosson. Now move to Bryant.
Seagulls still giving some good pressure to these Mustangs.
As you said, Brady Mancha holding Hunter Bryant in check. However, the Mustangs maintain possession. Left right in front of ZJ Shaheen. Wide open was Grant Zick, and he brings it home.
I guess I spoke too soon. Left him a little bit open there.
That's usually the way it goes, right? When we start talking about some fine goalie work or fine defensive work or something, they give up a goal, because that happened to me earlier, too.
Happens to the best of us, that's for sure.
Grant Zick's second goal of the day makes it 18-8 now with 3:28 remaining. Mackenzie Moreland out there facing off against Halpin in the circle to attempt the face-off. Fought for between Moreland and Halpin, now up in the air, still being fought for. Halpin runs it down. Now trapped by Moreland, and he throws it away right into the stick of Young.
That was some good pressure by the Seagulls, making him force a pass.
And because of that, Salisbury go back on offense with a chance to run down even more clock here. So they continue to move it around the horn. Wong moved up top to Barnes. .234 left in the game. Here's Velasquez. Up top, Barnes. Looking for the window, didn't have it. That pass got away from Blake Epstein into the far corner. Epstein trying to knock his player out of bounds. Close call there on the end line for the Mustangs. However, they are able to gain possession and clear.
Yeah, they even got Squirzy out a goal on that one.
As you said, a dangerous call as we hit, or a dangerous moment. 2 minutes now remaining. And what a performance from the team in gold. 18 goals, including 10 in the third, against a tough Stevenson team coming off a big win against Washington and Lee, as we talked about. The Seagulls will have one more game against Catholic before CLC play starts.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
As Matty Back is now checked in for Shaheen in goal. Back the Furman transfer. Sees a shot go wide to his right there. Clock continues to wind down. Marching shot goes wide right of Matty Back once again, this time off the stick of Scalidi. Mustangs have actually had more of the shots here in the fourth quarter, just not able to get them past the 3 different Seagull goalies they've faced. Just 1 goal in the frame. So we're under a minute now. Seagulls can just run it down as there's 60 on the shot clock and 48 on the game. And it looks like they're going to do just that. Velasquez holds. Defenders don't approach. And this clock will continue to wind. Now Velasquez swims through traffic. Will he try to get one more? He'll feed to Barnes, who does try, misses right.
Good try on that one. Barnes just couldn't connect there.
20 seconds. Velasquez at goal line extended. He's doubled, so he'll pass out to Wong. 10 seconds. Final 5 ticking away. Wong running it out. And the number 1 ranked Seagulls stay undefeated. Make it 8-0 on the year. A dominant performance over the Mustangs. 7 in a row against Stevenson for Jim Berkman's team. As they move to 8-0 on the year, Stevenson drops to 3-5.
Yeah, just a great job by the Seagulls. They had a couple of issues with ball control that first half, but they really cleaned it up and took it away in the second.
They certainly did. Bryce Bromwell, a 6-point game. Jude Brown, a 6-point game. Luke Nestor, a 6-point game, all from goals. A lot of heavy hitters on offense for Salisbury. And again, Catholic coming up before they begin CLC play. We thank you for watching this presentation of Salisbury University Athletics on the Seagull Sports Network. Our executive producer has been Nick Lewis. Our camera operators have been Holly Wilson and Ellery Stamp. And our computer techs have been Dominic Bartolomeo and Ben Weinbrenner. For my partner Nicole Miller and all of us here at SGSN, this is Jeremy Carr saying so long from Seagull Stadium, and we'll see you next time. We sure are glad you joined us. Final score once again, Salisbury 18, Stevenson 8.